Hello, this is Hector Vladimir. Today I would like to give you a small update in this little video chat of the things that I've been doing here the last few months since my last update. I have been building a few things and upgrading others, and some other things have also fell into disrepair. Mainly speaking here about my solar energy and wind energy projects here in my backyard especially. As you can see there, that's the about 40-foot tall wind generating or wind turbine energy generator, and it's about 400 watts, as you may already know if you've seen my other update videos. However, it doesn't produce as much as I would like it to produce. It's right now charging a small battery which only operates about a few watts, maybe 10 or so watts of light at best. I will probably not expand that any more than that. I do have another wind turbine I probably put up here soon. If not in its place, then I'll probably make another tower for it. So you can see there the shed or tool shed there, as I call it, is falling into a little bit of disrepair. Some of the tarp covering, however, the structure in the roof is still sound. I built that structure about 2012, maybe late 2011. The small little dog area there that I built about a year and a half ago, I just redid the roof area, the top wood area there with some wood paneling. Of course, I painted it because it kept the wood paneling I put before, it was too thin, and it kept getting warped and damaged with the rain and sun. So I made sure I put a good coat of the exterior paint, which should make it last a lot longer. The dog loves being in that area, so I just made that there for her, and also as a something of a platform there for maybe doing some cooking, barbecuing, putting food on that tabletop. There's that a small tabletop there that's made of stone. I'll probably make it its base, the metal base it had, pretty much fell apart. It was rusted beyond repair. So I'll probably be making that here soon. If you can see there, that's where the tankless water heater used to be at one point. There where the PVC goes in, that was where the hot water went into the house. I have some valves inside installed that hook up directly to the electric water heater. Basically, I had it to where I can switch the electric off and work off of the tankless propane on all the full time, or vice versa. I could turn it to where only the electric water heater was working. The water heater I had was kind of small. The tankless water heater was kind of small. That's how come I had to do that switching mechanism. I had to switch back and forth, since the small one didn't keep up with the demand here in the house, which is quite high at this point. Moving along, I have very little space here in this memory card in the phone. That's a just to explain a little bit about this little bit of building I got going on back here. That's a shed that I made not long ago, so I can accommodate a few things since I was working out of town, and also because I had closed the shop I had here locally. So I had a few items I brought in all of a sudden, and I needed a place to store it without having to pay a storage place. I just decided to build one, and I already had a lot of the material that I used. I had to buy some, but some of it I already had, since since that was the case, I just went ahead and built it. It took me some time and effort, but I got it done. There's the what I call the kids playhouse, which is a somewhat of a structure, roofed structure, or covered structure, that it's quite, tall. It's about as tall as the house itself, my home here, and about 20 feet high to the top of that spire up there. And I'm planning to make it at least 2 levels. That way, you can go on the inside all the way up to the top of the spire and get a good view of the neighborhood. It's probably the highest up there. Is probably the highest point in the neighborhood where you can have a view out of right now in the neighborhood. Again, this is the backyard, and those posts that you see there are going to be my next larger project. Probably here in the next few weeks, months, I'm going to be building or putting up a cover, some sort of a roof. I would like it to be to where it is not going to affect too much the sunshine hitting those solar panels there. Maybe put it at an angle coming down into the solar panels. That way the solar panels get sun at least during the spring, summertime here. Wintertime, the sun gets down pretty relatively low, and it could get covered with the shadow of the roof during the winter. But as long as I get good summertime sun on the panels, I'll be happy. If it comes to it, I'll probably have to relocate them, maybe on top of the roof structure. We'll see. Some material there on the concrete pad that I'm still working with. I have also built some other structures like that one right there for the plant gardening area. And I also repaired some of the water collection system, especially that tube hanging there. It was drooped, and it was also not working. It wasn't collecting any water at all. Now it's collecting quite a bit of water. It rained not long ago a few times, and the tank is basically full to the rim. It cannot take any more water. I'm gonna have to channel some of the water that spills over and maybe fill up another smaller tank somehow. I'll come up with something. Some of the things that have fallen into disrepair are some of my solar panel components. Some of the wiring has broken, or I have broken some of the wiring. Specifically, the inverter is not producing right this moment because the wire broke feeding from the solar panels. Well, I broke it doing some gardening work, so I'll have to commission it back up and put it back so I can start generating. It's just a matter of tying off a wire, but I will also be making some improvements, some major changes here soon. Make the system a lot more efficient, probably incorporate more of a battery based system. As you can see, we've had pretty good sun. The batteries are full to the rim in one of the systems. I have various systems now, and I will probably have to consolidate and combine a lot of those battery based systems so it can be either 1 or 2 at the most. just to show you that there are more than one. That's one of the battery-based systems that I probably need to work on to make more efficient. It's already hooked up to the inside, so I can run a few things inside. The generator wide box, as I call it, is still operational. There's a generator in there that I could turn on any moment and run it very quietly, although the fumes and the exhaust does turn the yard pretty toxic. The 12-volt panel system still going, as I showed you, at about 18 volts worth of charge right now. I have a little bit of a garden area there, kind of growing wild. I wanted it to grow wild like that. I put some flowers in, but that way I can attract maybe some insects and bees. As you can probably see, there are some what look like wasps flying around. They may be bees, but they look like wasps. Mainly made it to attract bees, but we'll see. Maybe they'll come one day. I've seen some bumblebees here locally, but not a lot more than that. The 24-volt panel system over there and there are all hooked up. These are hooked up to battery systems. One battery system. And actually, no, these right here, the ones to the left and the right, these three are hooked up to the grid tied, basically hooked up to the house power. These right here, these 5, including the small one, it's hooked up to a 24-volt system. The small one is by itself on a 12-volt system. Again, that's a quick view of the structure that I built, which needs still a lot to work. As you can see, I've spent a lot of time, money and effort and heartache building it. There's a miter saw that I've used to build it. Still need to paint some of the paneling on it. As you can see, the roof is nothing but panels, and I have coated with the first couple of coats already. Still need to put a few more, make it last. Need to coat all those panels, that way they don't get completely destroyed by the rain and sun, which falls quite often here. Still working on the yard every time spring and summer comes around. Cutting some of the yard, part of the yard, not the whole thing, because we don't use the whole yard right about now. When we use it, when we seldom use it, sometimes a few times that we do use it, we basically use this little area here that we keep cut for playing either volleyball or soccer, football, whatever, whoever's here may want to play. The kids sometimes like playing. The dog sometimes likes, well, most of the time she likes playing with balls. Super friendly dog. She's the friendliest dog. Her name is Ginger, and she's the man's best pet. She has chased the bunny around for from that area a few times. She likes going around to see if she spots it. And this will conclude my small update here in the Middle Georgia area, this beautiful sunny and somewhat cloudy day. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for listening and watching.